Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison. Today is Wednesday. It's our weekly live messages from your spirit team with me, Elyse Ann Psychic. So glad you're here to join us today. Please let me know when you come in, say hi. And if you want a reading, mini reading, please put that in the comments too, as I know that some people just like to come and observe. So while we're waiting for everyone to show up, because I know there's always a lag, um, I wanted to talk to you about, I always do a message from spirit. I always ask them before the live, what would they like me to talk about today? And they talked about Zen. Now, Zen's kind of a word. Some people love it. Some people are like, huh? But Zen really is just finding peace for yourself. Good morning, Troy. Let me know if you'd like a reading. So I'm glad you're here with us today. So anyhow, Zen really is about trying to be in your own space, keeping your energy in your own space. Basically, it has a lot to do with understanding, accepting what you can manage on. Hi, Tony. What you can manage, excuse me, and what's out of your control. So Zen is like just really understanding what you can do, what you can have effect on, and what you may not have effect on. And I know that for myself, hi everyone, welcome. I'm Elyse Ann Psychic. Say hi and let me know also in the comments if you do want a reading, because I know some people are here just to observe and get their messages through other people's readings. Um, so anyhow, I know for myself, it has helped me over the years to finally come to a point, because I'm a warrior. I used to be a big warrior. And good morning, Christy. So anyhow, all over Spirit wanted me to really get across today is that understand that there are things that you can affect and things that you can only affect in your own little world. So do your best to let go of those things that you just don't have control over, and affect what you can. Your life is going to be less stressful. I'm not saying it's going to be stress free, but it's going to be less stressful when you can kind of delineate what you can have effect on and what you just have to do your part on. So I hope that helped. Good morning, everyone. Please say hi. Let me know that you're here and that you would like a reading. So, good morning, Susan and Sharon and Dana. I'm so glad everybody's here today. So let me go ahead. I want to let you know that I actually was guided to use a different deck today as part of. I may use some of the other Angel Oracle cards that I do have, but it's actually the Zen deck. Very interesting. I've never used these in readings. I've used them for myself, just here and there. But I saw them the other day, and Spirit said, "Oh, take them out, take them out. Let's use them in your live this week." So I thought, okay, let's go. So here we are with our new deck, and looks like, let's see, Tony is the first one that is requesting a reading. So let's go ahead and see what our new card deck says, and if we're going to bring anything else in. All right, Tony, we're going to take some breaths. Um, I see you're jumping around. I feel like, and my leg is shaking. It's bouncing up and down. So that tells me I feel like you have a lot of energy. You're going here, you're going there. The one thing is, that Spirit would like to say, it's great that you're kind of out there trying to do all these different things, but focus is the word I hear. Focus. So, I think what they're communicating here is, just don't overwhelm yourself with too many options, too many places that you're trying to affect at one time. Sometimes it's about focusing on two or three things so you can get in there, get them done, move through it, make your decisions, and then you can go ahead and pick up those other things. So in other words, I heard the word to prioritize. So for you, they would like you to prioritize some of that and don't overwhelm yourself. You think you're handling it well, which is fine. Let's see, joy. Okay. So that just tells me that you're missing some of the joy in the process because you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, is really all they're trying to say. So let's see. Community, interesting. So the other thing I would say with all of this is the community cards, these cards are just jumping off points for me. And what I'm going to say is it almost seems like they're saying, ask for some help if you're not sure. You're doing it a little bit, I feel like, but not as much as maybe you could to get the help that you need on some of these decisions, talking it out with somebody or bouncing some ideas off. So I hope that helped you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Please let me know you're here. Say hi. And then if you would like a reading, please mention that too, because I know some people are here just to observe and get their messages through other people's readings. Sharon, let's see. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Um, what do you need to know right now? That you're beautiful and you're loved and that you are having an effect on people. And the reflection card came out. So that makes sense to what I'm hearing for you. Because you are reflecting. I feel like it's a hold on, just really a reflection of what you are contributing, but it's also what you can do. I heard the word right. I'm not I don't necessarily use right or wrong. I just, negative, positive feels more correct to me. It's less judgmental. It's just stating. Um, but there's a lot of things you are doing right. But I also feel like business wise, you're reassessing and you're clearing some of the decks. Like decks of a ship. And there is, it feels like one person you're entwined with somehow business wise, or you're about to. And I feel some trepidation on that, some unsureness on that. And when I got that, the grace card came in and it was kind of stuck to the friendship card. So what that's telling me is what I'm hearing from Spirit to your team is you tend to like, you have your ideas and you tend to like it a certain way. And yes, you compromise, but there's a part of you that kind of, even though you'll compromise, almost tiny bit of resentment still, even when you have to compromise. I think I'm getting that energy correct. So what they're really saying is approach the situation with grace and with the perspective of the other person also. Um, no, it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice or give in. I heard the question. Doesn't mean that you have to give in. It just means maybe reassess your position and come at it with um, I hear the word diplomacy, and I'm not saying you didn't, but almost from just that vantage point, the diplomacy part of it, because I feel as if you want to preserve the relationship. I'm not seeing whether or not you're going to go forward with this person. That's a little bit more of an in-depth reading here, but hopefully that helps you. And so thank you so much for being here today. And oh my gosh, as I was shuffling and ending your reading, I got the friendship card again. So that's just confirmation of what they just said, to look at it maybe from a different perspective. So I hope that helped you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. I'm Elyse Ann Psychic. I'm so glad you're here today to join us. Hi, April. Hi, Dana, Susan. Let's see, Dana. Yes, you would like to have. Yes, I would love to have a question answered. Okay, so sounds like you have a specific question. Go ahead and add it in on the comments down below. Hey, Deanna. Hi. April Financial. Okay, I'll get back to you, Dana. I'm trying to understand if you had like a specific question you wanted answered or just a general. So let me know in the comments, please. Okay, hi, April. Christy. Okay, April. Yep, you did say that you want one. Okay, let me get to Christy. Okay, flying out of the deck, balance, Christy. Makes sense. Makes sense. I feel like today your head is I almost want to say swirling some. Um, almost as if you're contemplating, you're assessing a certain situation is the way it feels. Hold on a second. It's like you're taking in, oh boy, this friendship card's coming out a lot. Friendship. Feels like you feel like there are things that you have to do. But it also feels like you're not so sure you want to do them. It's kind of in that vein. And I'm hearing your spirit team tell me that you can find your balance with this, that you can find a place where you can feel good, even though, let's say, maybe you're compromising more than you want to, or doing more, let's say, than you want to. I'm looking like maybe in a situation or relationship. Okay, so you're not the only one involved in it. Um, but they're telling me that you can find kind of a happy place where you won't feel, for lack of better words, so put upon. Because I feel like you have that almost on a daily occurrence, that you just feel put upon. And again, we're not going to go real deep because it's a mini reading, but they're telling me you can still assert your boundaries some. You can, again, they just keep going back to you can find your balance, you can find your balance, you can find your balance. So you're going to have success in it. And there's some forgiveness work going on here. And I feel it's for yourself. There's forgiveness work to be done for yourself. Remember that everybody makes certain choices. And instead of the shoulda, woulda, coulda, you don't quite use those words, but you do sit in that energy. It's more about gee, just like the post I did, I think it was yesterday. And seriously, I don't believe in mistakes. That was what my post was about. I don't believe in mistakes. I just believe in opportunities to learn and grow. I don't believe in right and wrong. I don't believe in mistakes. There just is. So if you can find that for yourself and get that forgiveness for yourself for anything that maybe you feel you didn't decide correctly throughout your life or what have we. I'm getting some chills. So the peace card flew out, which tells me that is your part of your journey to peace, internal peace for yourself. So I hope that helped you, Christy. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Please say hi and let me know if you would like a mini reading. And also, just to let you know, um, if you want more in depth guidance, we can set up private sessions. So just go ahead and private message me. And don't forget to follow me on my Elyse Ann Psychic page so you can receive notifications when I go live and so forth. All right. So April, you would like a financial reading. You're welcome, Tony. I'm so glad you're a part of the live today. Um, April. Meditation. April. You're saying, how does it really go with financial? Ah, reflection. Okay. So I did pull the second one because I'm like, meditation. I'm sure she's saying what? And I always trust Spirit's messages because they always fit in somewhere. They do. To me, April, it feels like I got it when they first talked about meditation, but then they, talked about reflection. And I know you're kind of looking for some specifics, but they want to look at the general for a moment here. Um, some of it is the attitude. I feel you're frustrated. I feel like you deserve it, and you do deserve it. We all do. Financial abundance. But the frustration itself is getting in the way because you put a lot of judgment as to what's happening. You put a lot of judgment on what's happening. So, in other words, it kind of goes back to I understand. I'm being told you're not really struggling as much as you think you are. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's how you feel about it. So that's fine. But they just want to encourage you and let you know that it doesn't have to be as intense maybe or as much of a frustration for you as it is. Reflect on your behavior is what I'm hearing. when it comes to money, and the behavior is steeped in belief systems. So there are belief systems. There's two things I'm being told that kind of trip you up a little bit when it comes to money in your belief system. So if you can unearth that, or if you would like help with guidance on that, we can talk also privately with a session. But it has to do with working towards you accepting things are the way they are. And I'm hearing as you start to let go and open up and allow that energy to flow, because remember, when we're holding on to something this tight, there's nowhere for the energy to flow. So even if we can just start opening up a little bit to get some energy flow, you see that? You see the kind of like the hole, you can see a little bit of light. Well, it's on my backing. Anyhow, I was trying to show with the light coming through. Anyhow, let go just a little bit. And I feel like within about 2 to 3 years, some of what you are looking to create financially in your world feels like it's going to come your way. So I hope that helped you, April. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Deanna. You would like a reading today. Okay, go ahead and take a couple deep breaths. And you're welcome, Sharon. I'm glad it made a lot of sense for you. That's why I do what I do to help. Okay, so Deanna. Trying to see the world from a larger picture, something to that effect. Oh, interesting. Stillness. Whoop, stillness. There we go. Stillness. Feels like you're really in the process of figuring some things out. Internally, it has to do with perception is part of the word I'm hearing, or I should say is one of the words I'm hearing, part of what I'm hearing. Uh, you're working into a softer, kinder perception of things is what I'm being told. You There's some change that you're looking to make, but I feel like it's really fresh because like there's not tons of energy with it. Um, but there is something that is in the works, and what I'm being told by your team is keep imagining it, like manifesting, creating, and they just want to say have a little bend with it because sometimes, Deanna, when you get into a space and you feel strongly about something, um, it it really is hard to get you to bend. It almost has to take I'm imagining like a tree branch. It almost has to take a break. It's got to kind of go that far for you to waver. Some of that is just your stance in life and the way you've known how to be, and that's fine. But they're just asking you to breathe through some of these decisions because I feel like you hold on pretty tight. And I can feel almost like you hold your breath some too, because I'm having a little bit of a hard time breathing in this moment. I am an empath too, so I do feel those things for people. So, excuse me. Go ahead and keep moving forward. Work through some forgiveness. That's part of the stance that you take because that's the way you protect yourself. So when people hurt you or you're not so happy with it, and that's pretty human like to kind of defend ourselves more, but they're asking you to relax a little bit with it. So I hope that helps you, Deanna. I'm so glad you joined us today. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Dana, thinking about either remodeling our house or building onto what does spirit think? All right. Hi, Michelle. Welcome everyone. Let me know that you're here by saying hi and then just let me know if you want a reading also, okay? Because hi Brooke. Um some people just want to observe, so I just want to make sure I respect that space for them. Okay, Dana. You are torn. That's one thing I am being told. The Journey. Interesting card. I am being told to go into my Angel Oracle cards to pull one for you. For whatever reason, it feels as if you have been asking your angels a lot. for information, for help in making the decision. Not that the Zen cards are not spiritual, it's just a different energy. It's of the masters, and these are it doesn't matter. I'm just saying they're all great cards. I wouldn't be using them anyhow. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Archangel Gabrielle. Okay, now these are jumping off point. All right, they talk about communication. So it feels as if sometimes it has to do, I guess, with this situation that you hold back or you're not feeling like you can communicate everything. You get frustrated. There's a frustration also. So what Spirit is saying, you are very torn because you see that you love, it says you're a light worker, okay, that you love your house. You want to know about remodeling or building onto it to make it larger. Um, this is what I'm being told. Feels like you'll do both. You're gonna build on like an extra room or something. It just feels small, like a small build on. It's not like you're gonna put a lot of extra space. But I also feel that the remodeling, you're going to find a balance and it's going to make you both happy. It's going to make both are going to be good. It's going to be a combination. There's going to be a little bit of a build on, like I said, or breaking a wall out or something of that sort. But somewhere inside of you, I feel like you realize that if you take the money and build instead of like necessarily remodeling, you're giving it as an either or, you're going to be disappointed that you did not spend some of the money on remodeling. So I feel that it is a combination for you that's going to find your most happy place and space for it. So I hope that helped you. Thank you so much for being part of our live today. Hi, Michelle. Let me know if you would like a reading. Brooke, hi, Bonnie. Thank you for being here. Hi, Angel Heart. Good morning, Patsy. Okay, let me go here. Let's see. Brooke. Hi, Brooke. I want to know if I will ever find a best mate in my job. Now, um, best mate, it's almost like Australian. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at that stuff. So I'm not sure if you're saying like literally like a life partner or a friend. But I started mixing my Zen cards in with my Angel Oracle cards because I wasn't paying attention. Um, Let me see if you say anything about that. Hi, Mandy. Okay, let me just see what the energy says on when it comes to a best mate in your new job. Um, it feels like you can find I'm going to go based on friendship right now. Because even if it is a life partner, we start with friendship. Because we want to be with our best friend. So that's at least my belief system. Okay, the happiness card came out for you, which confirms that I feel like you will find um, a friend, let's say a best mate at your new job. But this is the thing, you're apprehensive. You're not sure you think it's okay to mix the two, but your apprehension is, should I really? And what I'm being told is let this person prove their friendship to you. Now, it doesn't mean that you put them to a test or, you're slamming them with it. No, it just means observe follow the relationship, and little by little, see how it grows. I feel that there will come to a place where you can trust this person, but it feels like it's going to take some time. Now, if you're talking about a life partner, you're going to think you met a lot. If you are asking for that, you are going to think you met a life partner at your new job. However, I feel like that's pretty short lived. But what that experience is going to do is kind of, okay, this is the terminology they're using, because usually I'll say, oh, it'll open the door. But no, it's kind of like blasting through a concrete wall. So that tells me, my dear, that you do have the wall up, and that's fine. Some people do, and it's our safety and protection. Nobody's judging that. but that it's going to take someone kind of in between to get you to a place where you're more open and accepting that this could come to be for you, and you won't be running as scared as the words I'm hearing. So I hope that helps you, Brooke. I'm so glad you joined us today. Thank you so much. Bonnie, yes, of course you may request a small reading. Okay, guys, let's see. Bonnie. Oh, you just want to enjoy life. Huh? That makes sense to what I just pulled. The happiness card. Whoop, sorry. Still, even after all this time, trying to get my mirror image going here. So, happiness card. My dear love, it's all about just doing what makes you happy. And I know there's some sadness. I can feel it. I feel like some things kind of get in that way in the way for you on that. But your spirit team is telling me you're very good at making the best of things. So keep following your joy is what I'm being told. I'm also being told you're going to find a new way of engaging in your joy. Um, a new way of creating joy or engaging in that joy. I'm not really sure. I'll let you know that. But you're going to find new ways. I know right now it feels just kind of, but I have to say that some of that is you're picking up on the energy of the universe and things that are going on. So do a little bit of clearing if you can in your space. Interesting, as I said, that problem solving card came out. So that just tells me, do some saging, do some clearing in your space. I do space clearing too, and I do it remote. If you need help with that, I'm more than happy. Otherwise, you can just, you get some sage and do your thing. But it feels like that's going to clear the air a little bit for you. Open up the windows a little bit. I believe you feel like you're a little bit isolated or somewhere where like you're not have a neighbor right next door. So fresh air would be good for you. Opening up the windows. Spend some time. I believe you have a pet. Oh, dog or cat? Cat came in. Well, either way, dog or cat. Maybe you have both. Or your dog acts like a cat. I'm not really sure, but which has been known to happen. Spend a little time cuddling. Okay, so I hope that helped you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. I am Elyse Ann Psychic. Thank you for joining the live today. Messages from your spirit team. I'm so glad you're here. Let's see, Angel Heart. Okay. Good morning, Patsy. Okay, Michelle. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Actually, Michelle, I do not. That was for my I don't have the special running. That was over July 31st. It was kind of like my special with my launch because I did everything. So sorry, but that one is over. But you can always go to my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com, go to the private readings page, and you'll see my rate. You'll be able to read about me, learn more about me, and the value you will be receiving in your session. So, Michelle, problem solving. Whoop, there it is again. Problem solving. I also see the card sincerity showing up. Okay. Starting to get it, Michelle. They're telling me that you're not going to solve everybody's problems. You have been the problem solver throughout your whole life. Boy, you've had that with authority. The problem solver. Go to Michelle. You're like, oh, duck. You, I got a duck. So spirits just ask you to get really clear. It doesn't mean that we don't help strangers or others, but there's a difference between lending a helping hand and stepping in and solving the problem for people. I know you feel good and accomplished when you can do that, but your hand, it's like I see your hand out and your hand is just like getting exhausted. That's the spirit showing me energetically. So it tells me it's time to pull back some. And I think sincerity falls in with, does that make me a sincere person then? Because I really care. And if I don't help and then I don't help solve their problem, then what are they going to think? And yeah, Michelle, it's exhausting you though, my dear love. So they just want you to be a little bit more judicious on the times that you step in, because sometimes you step in, and if you just want hands off, a person will get it pretty quickly. And the other thing I'm being told for you to help you with some of this, since you have this push to help people, um, you don't have to step all the way in. You can give them a little bit of help, but you don't have to take it on. There's a difference. And I kind of like to, this is the analogy I like, and I think it would be great for everybody because I think it really does speak to it and help people understand this. Um, when, let's say, your friend calls you up and says, "Hey, Michelle," I'll say Michelle because this is Michelle's reading, but this is for everyone. "Hey, I'm moving from place A to place B, and I have 100 boxes to move. Will you help me, Michelle?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure. We'll get a truck. We'll put all the boxes in. I'll help you move it from your, home A to home B, no problem." So you come, you pack all the boxes, you put all the boxes in the moving truck, drive to the new place, and you you unload the truck. You unload all the boxes out of the truck, and you put them all in the corner of a room. Now you have helped that person move. But what you're not going to do, and what you don't want to do, is take a couple of those boxes home with you because they're not yours. You've already lent the helping hand. You helped them move it. That's the part that you played. Leave the boxes with that person. Do not take them home. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that helped. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm so glad that you were part of the live today. Thank you. Okay, Patsy, Patsy, Patsy. Yeah, love yourself, Patsy. And yes, whatever it is, I feel this energy growing and building in a good way. Whatever it is, keep reaching for it. You're on the right track. Yes, there will be tweaks along the way, but they want you to know, keep going forward. You're on the right track. It's like whatever you were thinking feels appropriate. Okay, let's happiness, my dear Patsy, whatever's in the works. I'm telling you, that's really where they were taking me. It felt really positive. Again, boy, they're just being really concise with you today. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Unity. Work in conjunction with your team to continue to create what you want, your spirit team. Okay. They've got few words for you today, but I think they're pretty powerful words, Patsy. Thank you so much for being part of the live. Much love. Yeah, they're saying much love. So thank you so much. Okay, Dana, I believe I answered that. Angel Heart, you would like a reading. Okay. Good, Dana. I'm glad it made sense. Thank you. Okay, Angel Heart. And if you are here, please say hello. If you would like a mini reading, please also put that in the comments so that I'm sure I don't miss you. Makes perfect sense. I'm so glad, Michelle. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Angel Heart, you would like a reading. Oh, it's almost like you're laughing right now. So whatever it is, it's like you're getting a kick out of this. I don't know. Stillness. Interesting. They're talking about all this laughter and they're talking about stillness. They're also, wow, Angel Heart, they're also saying, like, you know the answers inside. But they're telling me like you know the answers, but it's as if you throw muck on top of it. Um, I don't know if this is the right analogy or not because in gardening I think a lot of things go, and I'm not a gardener, but it's almost as if throwing sludge on top. Like you okay, you dug out the trench, you put the seeds in, you're letting, but then you took sludge and threw it on it. So okay, what they are saying is you create beautifully in so many ways, but about 3/4 of the way there, it's like you put the brakes on and then you start to look around and you're like, oh, I screwed that up, or oh, look at, yeah, I don't think that went really well. And it's almost like you're throwing the towel on it. So Spirit would like you to know to have more confidence in yourself and to speak to them more. And okay, perfect. Ego card came out, my dear, because this is what's happening. That sludge is being thrown by the ego. The ego's the mind. So spiritually, intuitively, you know you're on this track. I'm getting goosebumps. You're on this track. You go forward, and then it's like you hit the brakes. Like I said, 75% of the way through. And then you start thinking too much, if that makes sense. Analyzing, put it through your ego mind. And then you kind of convince yourself, yeah, maybe that's not so great. So your team just really wants you to stay in the groove with them. That's how they're putting it. Stay with them. Don't give up. It's not that you give up, but don't lose the focus. Stay with them. And when you start to feel 75% through, like, am I doing the right? Sit quietly. Sit in the stillness. Okay, which is first card that came out with you for you. And speak with your spirit team. Sit in the stillness and ask them to give you correct energetic feeling for the situation at hand, and go into your core, go into your gut, see what's resonating in there, see what you're feeling in there, because that's really where you're going to get. Don't be in the mind. That's what messes us all up. We go in our head and then we start messing with everything. So I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for being part of the live today. Thank you. Thank you. Mandy. Okay. Oh, Bonnie, you're so welcome. So glad you cuddled with the pets. And they send them my love too. Aw, I love it. Okay, let me go back up. Mandy, and then Troy, I see you're there and you would like a reading. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with Mandy and Troy. I just want to thank everybody for being here. Please stay because you will receive messages through their readings. But please, if you're looking for more in-depth guidance, please contact me. We can set up a private session. Don't forget to hit the follow button on my Elyse Ann Psychic page so you'll get notifications of when I go live and get to share my posts and any other thing that I start doing on that page. It's always a work in progress. Okay, Mandy, let's see what they have to say for you, Mandy. Whatever emotions you're holding on to and you're not processing, it's time to process it. I can feel that you're fighting it really hard or keeping it at bay, but I can feel it right here. Throat chakra is communication chakra. We run a lot of our emotions, obviously, through that. So, Mandy, it's time to speak up about things, right action. And it doesn't mean that you have to, at least if nothing else, speak up to yourself about things. Um, I know you're concerned about hurting people. I know that feels like one relationship that you're not sure exactly how to navigate with this. So, um, it is a mini reading, so I can't go real deep here. We don't have the time, but let me see. Um, believe in yourself, trust in yourself. Start with a small thing. Start with the thing that you really feel sure about and step in that space of that energy for yourself. It feels like it's hard for you to assert. And because I feel like you were taught that assertion is not a nice thing to do, but you're not being aggressive, you're being assertive. There's a difference. So if you can start working on separating the difference between those two, and actually, your spirit team is saying, go look up the definitions, even though you know it, go look up the definitions. There's something about that's going to help you a little bit to start to kind of assimilate and really embrace the difference of the two assertiveness and aggressiveness. Okay, I think that you've had aggressiveness towards you in your life, and I think that's part of where you get shy about when you can express your boundaries or speak your truth. So hopefully that helped you. It was a lot in a little tiny amount of time, Mandy. But I hope that that helps you for your journey today. And I'm so glad you're part of the live. Thank you so much, Troy. Thank you, Angel Heart. And you're welcome, Patsy. Troy, okay, let's see what Spirit has to say for you today, Troy. I feel like you're just missing something or someone. It's almost like you don't want to deal with something. It feels like maybe somebody you're just like aggravated with, uh, can't tolerate or has tolerated but doesn't want to anymore, doesn't want to much. There's something there. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that for you. Well, happiness just flew out of the deck, Troy. So I want you to breathe because I can feel your it's like this your energy's riled up and you're tense. I can feel that tightness. So just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Right now things feel and look like they're up in the air and it's a mess and things are flying and you're just like, what am I grabbing? I don't know. And just breathe. Just breathe, take a step back. Because in that chaos, I can see it swirling. So either it's literally happening around you in the physical environment or energetically it's happening around you in your head and energetically. So I'm not sure which one. It could be both. They'd like you to take a day to step out of your anger, because it's going to clear your head a little bit to be able to step back in and look at things with a bit of a clearer mind. You're kind of getting in your own way. Process your emotions, Troy. It's fine. Move through the anger, the frustration, I'm hearing disappointment in there. I feel like somebody did something that really kind of disappointed you, let you down. And so step away, even if you need a couple days to just kind of cool down, work through some of the emotions, get a little clearer in your head about things. And then from that different space, then you can step in and start to sort out and figure certain things out. Keep breathing, Troy. Keep breathing because I can feel you. You keep kind of cutting your breathing off. So, and we do that. We do it subconsciously. But again, I'm an empath, so I feel those things for other people. I feel all kinds of different things when I'm reading for someone. So, again, it's not a judgment to you're doing something wrong. No, it's just a normal reaction. So just keep reminding yourself to breathe. That's almost like your mantra for the next 2 days, breathe. Because your anger, it's like, and so hopefully that helps you, Troy. I'm so glad you're part of the mini reading live event today. Everyone, I am so glad you joined me today and everyone else. Mariana, good morning, Alan. I'm so glad you joined us. Okay, Mariana, I will fit you in. Alan, if you would like a quick mini read, please let me know. And I am going to finish up with the two of you. I just want to let everybody know I'm so glad you joined us today for the live. This is a weekly Wednesday event on my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Follow me on my Elyse Ann Psychic page and you will get notifications when I go live. And if you want more in-depth guidance, please feel free to direct message me and we can get a private session set up. All right, Mariana, about love or career. Well, I do see you reaching for both, my love, and that's fine, reaching for both. Oh, you're from Portugal. Oh, welcome. Um, Spirit's telling me keep moving towards both of them. Um, I feel you go back and forth. Work on the career, work on the love, work on the career, work on the love. It's a good balance for you, my dear. What I'm seeing energetically is it's like the two of them, it's almost like a domino effect. And yes, Alan, we'll get a mini reading in for you. Um, it's almost as if one will happen and very briefly thereafter another one will happen. So it's almost like the domino effect. That it is a mini reading, so how each of them affects the other, it's a little too in depth to get into on this mini reading here. but I feel like somewhat in tandem. Keep your happiness going. Boy, that draws a lot to you, Mariana. I feel like you have, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You have a smile on your face. You really do your best to enjoy life. And that is a great place to be and a great space to attract from. So that is awesome. Keep doing it. Keep moving ahead. And I'm so glad you're part of our live today. Thank you. I hope that helps you, Mariana. Alan, let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. You're telling me you want change and you're being patient, but at the same time, you're not. You're almost kind of fighting yourself on that. And I understand that. Here comes the friendship card. Um, Zen mind. Okay. You're looking for meaningful relationships and connections, is what I'm being told. Um, and it frustrates you because you feel that you have a lot to offer, a lot to give, a lot to share. And I don't necessarily thank you, Troy. Um, I'm glad it was spot on for you. I am they're not really distinguishing between like a personal, intimate relationship versus friendship. I feel it's a generality, Alan. You're looking for more, you're looking for a little bit different. It's almost as if you're saying, I want to clear everything out and I want a fresh start. I feel like your energy is being dragged by some of the people in your world. And you're so welcome, Mariana. You know, you feel like, are people really appreciating me? I'm not so convinced. They act like they are, but are they really? So your spirit team is going to sit with you. I only laugh. I'm sorry, Alan, because as I was getting the message, this is the card that came in meditation, which is exactly where I was going. Your spirit wants you to sit with them and get quiet. Go to your core, go inside and ask them. It's almost like I see a moving, like a picture of you seeing the people that are healthy for you and the people that are not. I feel like there might be a couple surprises for you. Don't reject it immediately. Just sit with it. So I hope that helped you, Alan. Thank you so much for being part of the live. I know we're down to just a couple people that stayed on, but I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad and grateful to everyone who participated today. And I hope to see you again next week on my live. And if you're on Facebook and you see me and want to send me a quick message and say, hey, how's it going? Love to hear from you. Much blessings and love. Thank you again. Have a just fantastic, tremendous day. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.